Abdullah Hashim, is he the Antichrist? You have to watch this now because we're in the end times. You can't afford not to know the details I'm going to tell you about this man. But listen to his own words.
I am Abdullah, the successor of Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam, the successor of the Comforter Ahmed, the successor of...
When he says that he's the successor of Imam al-Mahdi, that's the Messiah of the Muslims. And in Islam, they believe that he is coming back. Christians interpret this as the Antichrist.
Simon Peter, the successor of Muhammad, the successor of Jesus Christ. I am the true and legitimate Pope. I am the proof upon the Christians. I am the son of the Muslims through my father, and the son of the Christians and the Jews through my mother. I am the son of the East through my father, and the son of the West through my mother. I am like Zulkarnain, who with one horn in the East and one in the West. And I am the inheritor of all that lies between. I am more knowledgeable than any false pope, and I am appointed by name in the will of the prophets. My name is also on the tongue of Isaiah, who prophesied of the righteous servant, and he said, he will see his offspring and prolong his days, and the will of the Lord will prosper in his hand. According to you, Jesus ﷺ had no offspring, and his days were cut short. But I am that servant. I am Abdullah, the righteous servant of God.
Before I tell you the details about this dangerous man, consider partnering with me as I reach this generation with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Click on the Patreon link in the description to find out more, and subscribe for more videos like this.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you. I just want to quickly address what this guy Jason has said. So he's saying that Aba Al Sadiq has not the right to address himself as a successor in the will of Prophet Muhammad and a successor of Imam al-Mahdi, and that Muslims recognize Imam al-Mahdi as the Messiah and that Christians recognize him as the Antichrist. So let's address this. Basically, Abdullah Hashim Aba Al Sadiq was mentioned as Abdullah in the will of Prophet Muhammad by a Imam named Ahmed, which is Ahmed al-Hasan, which was also mentioned in the will by Imam al-Mahdi. So first what you have to know is that this is according to the will of Prophet Muhammad, and that says that in the end times there will be 12 Imams and 12 Mahdis. So at first, he is not addressing himself as the Messiah, but he is addressing himself as Mahdi, which means rightly guided and not the Messiah, because Messiah means completely something else. And as far as other things go that you're saying, it basically means that if the Christians recognize Imam Mahdi as the Antichrist, this point is not valid, because Jesus was mentioned in the scroll of Isaiah, because Jesus came with the scroll of Isaiah to tell the Jews that he is the Messiah that was sent to them. And of course, Aba Al Sadiq as such is sent to the Christians because of the scrolls of Isaiah, because Aba Al Sadiq is mentioned in the scroll of Isaiah as Israel, and this because Aba Al Sadiq has explained many times. So yes, I mean, this is your arguments refuted, and basically your whole video is out of bounds. So yeah, have a nice day.
This guy claims to be the Messiah, but I rebuke this false prophet in the name of Jesus Christ, the true Messiah. I rebuke anyone who claims to be the successor of Jesus. Jesus said in Matthew 24:5 that in the last days, many will come in his name, claiming, I am the Christ. I've watched hours of his videos, and when he says that he's the successor of Muhammad, the successor of Jesus Christ, he is claiming to be the Messiah of the Muslims, the Messiah of the Jews, and yes, the Messiah of the Christians. He claims to be the Messiah in many of his videos, the legitimate Pope. He claims to be the Mahdi. If you study Shia Islam, the Mahdi is a divine figure who appears before the day of judgment to restore justice, righteousness, and Islamic rule. A prophesied redeemer, he will lead the Muslims to kill millions of Jews. There's going to be massive bloodshed. It is written that a river of blood will be formed by the Mahdi. And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. He's spreading a religion of violence. He's going to lead Muslims to kill the Jews.
Peace be upon you. Here I am once again. Assalamu alaikum. So yeah, addressing his second point, the guy is quoting, Jason is quoting Matthew 24:5, and he's claiming that Jesus said in Matthew 24:4 that basically it will come, many will come like in Jesus' name to claim that they are the Christ. So as I said, basically Aba Al Sadiq didn't say that he's the Messiah, but he said that he's one of the Mahdis mentioned in the will of Prophet Muhammad. So there is nothing to comment further, and it's as far as his claim that basically he will come to kill Jews by whatnot, you know. Like firstly read the hadith of Prophet Muhammad and the Mahdis, basically, or with what will the Mahdi come. And what Aba Al Sadiq is claiming is that he is the Qaim, that he is the riser of the family of Muhammad, and the prerequisite to be the Qaim is three things. It's basically the will, because if you claim that you are something, you must to be appointed by the previous imam or prophet regarding the thing that you're coming with. Then the divine knowledge is the second thing, and the third is call to the supremacy of God, and this is exactly what Aba Al Sadiq is calling to. So there is no call to violence whatsoever. So what you're claiming, you know, is basically slandering, you know, like we could speak against you, you know, and like get your videos torn down for slandering, you know. So watch out what you're doing, because what you're saying is basically nonsense. It's like this from behind things, you know, claiming that you know something, but really, if you speak about something, you must read all three books, you know. You must read Torah, Injil, and Quran. So till then, you know, you can do your little videos, you know, appear on the internet here and there. So basically, you have no point whatsoever. Yeah. So this is it, and take care.
His religion, called the Ahmadi religion of peace and light, claims we are hours away from a flood of blood. This cult leader lives with 200 of his followers and tells them to sell their homes to follow him. They call him Master. He has sex with women in the group and coerces them into sexual acts. He takes blood from new members for a loyalty oath and mixes it all in a jar that he stores in a replica of the Ark of the Covenant. I know, that reminds you of Satanism.
Oh yeah, as for the third point, I would address, you know, so he's making the point that it's like something dangerous, that it's on the Ahmadi religion of peace and light website, you know, that the flood of blood is coming. Look, you know, what is said is basically quoted in the book of Revelation, you know. So if you want to say the book of Revelation is dangerous, because all these things that are like in these books are holy, like it's in the books of Islam, you know, it's in the what is quoted is basically in the holy books, you know. So if you want to make non-existent the book of Revelation, brother, it's in the New Testament, you know. It's in the book that you consider holy. So think about that when you're making the claims that something is like dangerous, when you want to quote the same thing. Yeah, okay.
There are only supposed to be 112 popes, and the final pope was supposed to be Pope Francis, who recently died. After this pope, there's supposed to be a successor who will rise up to be the legitimate pope of the whole world. He's going to make his announcement after the death of the last pope. This is prophesied to be the Antichrist.
Peace be upon you. Yeah, and final argument, you know, like he's saying that after death of the final pope, that this guy will be the Antichrist. So, like every time the pope dies, basically is like the pope is basically the Antichrist, you know, because as Aba Al Sadiq said, you know, like this book called the New Testament, it was written by Paul, you know. It was written by Paul, and it was written after Jesus lived. So firstly, first of all things, you must know that, you know, because if you don't know that, you know, you don't know history, you don't know basically anything. So good luck with your research, and God bless you, man. Thank you for mentioning that Aba Al Sadiq is not the ultimate Antichrist. For that, you have my respect, and good luck.